So, we're in Facade. This is the fucking place. How about you try talking to someone? That sounded like she said keisatsu, which is police. So you don't understand.
What are they saying?
Fascinating. They speak a language I have never before encountered.
Even worse.
Why have we not seen anyone's face yet?
That's a good question.
Why does everyone hide their face?
I'd wager that huge structure is the king's manor.
He's probably
How
right.
did we even get there?
With willpower and smarts, my lad.
So, Bruce's willpower, his smarts. Okay.
Something like that.
So
So this is clearly like
I feel
screwed
bad
up
that I can't
Japanese.
understand them.
You could speak 1,000 tongues and still fail if you lack knowledge of another's culture.
That reminds me of a Star Trek episode called
Guys,
Darmok.
help me out already.
I am a brilliant book of unspeakable value, not some dog-eared travel guide.
So you need to find a way through this city over to the...
I'm just gonna have a look of these people. Look. It's,
These look like children.
Yeah.
And all of them
I
have
feel like we're just going in circles. here.
masks.
Oh, shut up, Bruce. I haven't even moved that much.
If only we could speak to the locals. I've no doubt we'd have little trouble reaching the king's manor.
So don't jump in the
We'll
sand, by
just
the way.
have to suss out
I
a route
guess
on
I
our
would drown
own.
them.
Yes.
Let's see. Yeah, that way doesn't seem to be a good one. Neither does this.
You could probably jump over to one of those.
One of those boats, or
No, like the roofs or whatever they are on the other side.
let's try.
Oh,
What? Wait, what?
so you're taken to the middle if you're jumping the
Take
sand.
care
Ah.
before all your health is lost.
Try left. So there are paths to navigate through this city, but they're difficult.
Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going even.
I think you can jump up on that roof. You could at least in the old game. Yeah, now you're right in front of the King's Manor.
Nice. You're gonna stop me?
No entry, it was...
And after we finally made it all this way,
Oh, this is pointless. Let us go back.
Yes, or...
Yes. That's where you need to be.
Okay.
Eat shit.
Eat
shit.
kid fall off the floor.
Fall on the floor.
Yeah, you know what our reference.
Sorry?
Eat shit kid fall off your floor.
I know what you're referencing. Doesn't make
It
sense though.
doesn't work.
No.
Ho ho, look. This one lacks the power of speech. Perhaps she can communicate through gesture. Let me see. Thank you.
you're welcome.
I am Fira.
How does he get the pronunciation of her name? I believe her name in Japanese is ver, but they thought that was hard for the Westerners.
Help.
Still a little bit funny, it's named Fyra.
Fyra.
Like four in Swedish.
Yes.
Fyra.
Fyra.
Yes, we came here to talk to your king. But it turns out we can't actually talk to anyone.
I can...
How does she understand his tongue then?
That's a good question.
You? Oh, she will act as our guide. How fortuitous. But first...
Actually, there might be a reason,
Explain
Boo?
this town.
but we'll get to hear that later.
Okay.
We really just need to see the king.
No, there are rules to follow.
Hmm.
Follow me. Well, there you have it.
So you need to move. There she go.
We're meta mute. How perfect.
Yes. There's an item shop. All shops and houses in the city must abide by the following rule. Rule 106, do not live on level ground.
Rule 106?
We have many rules.
Is Rule 106 the reason for your labyrinthine system of staircases?
Yes, that is the rule.
Well, I suppose eccentric people deserve an eccentric town.
So yeah, they have a lot of laws and rules. He's not very fast.
Yeah, I noticed.
This is a Sandskiff dock. Rule 115,017. You must view the town by ship before purchasing any items.
Oh, come now. What could possibly be the point of such an absurd rule?
I don't know. It's a rule that was in place when I first came here, not a new one. So she's not actually born here. So she might actually understand our language because that might be the same as where she's from.
Yeah.
Hold on. Your people are still making rules?
Yes, I heard that we passed rule 124,046 earlier this month.
Of all the idiocy, I could never live in this city.
Kind of agree.
Same. It's like so many rules and everything.
I mean, how many laws are in like the Swedish law book?
A lot,
Huh.
actually.
So Bruce is sitting down in the old game Papa NieR would stand.
Mhm. And he's just moving like he's moving it, but he's not touching anything.
No. It's fine though. I don't think it's supposed to be that he's pushing it.
Yeah. It's kind of look weird.
It does.
Yeah.
Whoop.
This is a grocery. Rule 11,034. You must live at a level appropriate to your position.
Ah, so the aristocracy lives in the top levels, while the commoners subsist below.
Yes.
Seems like a rather unpleasant rule for those on the bottom. Does this girl plan to drag us about the entire town in this fashion?
She's just following the rules, Vice.
Don't skip. Let's see it.
It would seem we are impeding progress.
Yeah, you're standing in the way.
It would seem we are...
Yeah.
There's probably rules about what path to walk, I don't know.
Yeah. Oops. Oh.
I'm surprised there's a rule that you must wear a mask. Because he's not wearing a mask and people aren't doing anything about it.
Maybe it's a different rule that it's exempt for outsiders.
I
Yeah.
believe that is it. Going past one dock.
Mm.
I mean, have you seen that video of a guy exiting his car? I believe it's in Japan. And then just 4 people walk up to him and hold him down and put him on a mask.
Wow, that sounds like actual totalitarian nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Duh. Did I see that correctly? Look!
Yeah, look at what is in this fucking shop.
Surfboards!
Surfboards and
stop
everything.
signs.
Yep. Because this is a strange thing store.
A strange thing store?
Yes, a store that sells strange things.
such as...
I don't know. Things are so strange, no one is sure what they do.
Yeah, that is pretty strange.
Sure
It
is.
would seem we are in
Shut up, boys.
It would seem we are impeding progress. No, so just, hey, friendly reminder, this is the future of our world.
Yeah. Where the boars have beaver tails.
Yes. For some reason.
But they don't have beaver tails though.
They kind of do.
It's like the shape, but isn't like they have fur on them.
Well, that is true.
It isn't just leathery.
No.
It's more like a flat normal tail than a beaver tail.
Kind of.
Kind of. We skipped that too.
We've been there, I believe. I think that's the grocer.
Yeah. The grocer place.
Yes.
The grossest place.
Ooh, Wolfearth.
Yes.
It's a pelt store. Weapon shop, maybe.
Holy,
I
this
believe it
is
is.
pretty big pelts.
This is a store that sells raw materials. Okay. We use these materials to make masks. Rule 12. Do not neglect your mask. Very low number on that rule.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to live here, you must have a mask on at all times.
Yes, I was beginning to suspect that.
If you want to live there.
It would seem we are impeding progress.
Not my fault, I happened to stand there.
You must not neglect your mask. Just like in real life
Except we don't wear masks.
in Sweden.
No.
Because we gross.
I mean, there's no evidence that a mask actually helps reduce infection in a pandemic.
Pandemic.
I do use one when I go to the vet, but it is because it's really, really
Yeah, fair
crap.
enough.
Yeah.
This is a weapon shop. This concludes your tour of the city. Thank you for your patience. I will now guide you to the King's Manor.
Thanks.
These rules are enough to make a sensible man reach for the noose. I don't know how you survive in a place with so many
I
inconvenient
think-
prescripts.
There probably be rules like, with how you think of with noosing and yourself.
Quite possibly. It's not so bad. Although I used to ask the same question, and then someone told me, rules do not exist to bind you. They exist so you may know your freedoms. I personally say fuck that. That's dumb. I don't like that. When I look at it like that, they don't bother me.
You're a good citizen, Fira.
It would seem
We are impeding progress. Oh, I don't really like that rationalization of all the rules. It's kind of like I would almost have preferred like a social contract argument, like a fucking. Who was it that talked about that? Well, many people did. Hobbies is the one I'm thinking about. The idea that by existing, you kind of, if you want to live in society, you have to abide by its rules.
It's like with any tribe or clan in the old times.
Yeah.
When we were hunter-gatherers, if you didn't follow the tribes or families' rules, well, you get excluded.
Yeah. It's
With these
it's a long, very storied argument. But let's see what's going on with the king now. This is the King's Manor. However, we have no king now.
You have no king?
Our king was stricken with a foul black illness and so passed away. His son, the prince, now rules this land.
the Black Scroll.
Yep. This is the prince's royal advisor. He would know far more about these things than I.
thank you. All of this touring has been helpful for understanding your language. I believe I will be able to speak with this advisor myself.
So now Vice will be able to translate.
We
Did
need to talk to the
have
prince.
bells on them? Or
Some of them do.
Because I hear it when they move around.
Yes. I'm afraid the prince is not taking outside visitors at present. I would appreciate it if you could come back another day.
My patience for this kind of thing has long ago evaporated.
I'm sorry, says
It's
Fira.
not your fault, Fira. Let's go back to Kaine for now.
Yeah. So all that, and the prince isn't even here, and the king is dead, and they evidently don't have a cure for the scroll.
Yeah.
You will also now be able to use the skiff to get around town.
Nice.
Yeah, kind of very pleasant music.
Yeah. And I do like the design of this, really.
Yeah.
It's kind of fascinating they're using quicksand to move. Basically, they have a boss moving about.
Yeah. And they have water wheels
Mm-hmm.
moved by quicksand as well.
Yeah.
Because like quicksand is basically just sand and water mixed.
So maybe they refine it, like separating the water from the sand somewhere.
Maybe. You gotta drink something.
Oh, come on. Come on, child. Please.
She's also supposed to be like 5.
She's a little bit too big to be 5.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Slow down, I can barely. The person who saved me. Surely you don't mean Kaine. Kaine helps you. This foul-mouthed hussy.
That's
book.
that's an
You
insult.
guys done or what?
Hey, did you hear the news? The prince is missing.
Oh, how convenient.
What? Then we're in violation of Rule 83,348.
What's going on?
The prince is gone, and according to Rule 83,348, we have to start looking for him right away. No, you don't get it. The prince went missing in the Barren Temple. What? But Rule 50,527 says that only nobility may enter the temple. That means we can't go look for him. But what about Rule 83,348? But what about Rule 50,527?
Ugh.
Exactly.
Why'd they make a bunch of rules that contradict each other?
This is their way and their system of laws. As outsiders, we have no say in the matter. Now
Okay.
come, we should be off.
I talked to Fira. I'm going to save the prince. No, you can't. Have you forgotten about Rule 50,527? Well, screw the rules.
That rule only forbids your people from entering the temple, right?
Huh?
So why not ask an outsider to save your prince?
Oh, and what luck. We just happen to have an outsider who can't stop meddling in the affairs of others right here.
But the only ones who can enter the temple are...
I'm going to. Fira told me about Rule 1024. You know that one, right? Rule 1024. You must honor the request of any outsider owed a debt. That's how
Sounds...
it goes, right, Fira?
That's a pretty vague and broad rule.
Yeah,
Why
very
did I
broad.
ever agree to travel with such a pack of do-gooders?
Let's move.
I enjoy that Vice is like the party member who's always like, come on, do we really have to do this stupid quest?
Yep.
Can't we just not?
And the rest of the party says, no, let's go.
Yeah, you just leave.
Okay.
Let me show you the way. You'll... Why did it go quiet? Huh, that's odd. I wonder if that was just us. You'll need my guidance to get through the sandstorm.
Oh goodness gracious.
You gotta follow her. She's not gonna move fast. So there's a sandstorm. If you try to get to the temple earlier, there's a sandstorm blocking your way. And you get lost in it. It's kind of like a Ocarina of Time sandstorm.
I see. Yeah, I can see the sandstorm over there.
Yep. That's her running pace.
So, how are you guys doing today?
Honestly, kind of shit.
Nice.
Nice.
Also, their clothing, the desert people, like some parts of it are fine, like the long robes and stuff. They're all barefoot.
Yeah, they probably burn your feet off.
Sand gets super hot in the sun.
Yeah.
Like if you've even been at like a beach.
Yeah, it gets super hot so fast.
Like I think the very first episode of Deep Space Nine has like Cisco going. He's like brought into his own memories, and he ends up on a beach, and the first thing he does is like jump around because his feet are burning.
But who knows? Maybe they have burnt off the nerve ends on their feet. Also, how the hell do you see through the mask?
Barely.
Barely.
I will guide you through the desert. Please stay close to me. So yeah. Sometimes I wonder if they stuck too close to the original. Yeah, speaking is hard.
Original.
Beware the wolves.
Wolves?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can use your map to keep an eye.
Where is she? There she
The
is.
sand is too much. I can barely open my eyes.
This is?
The moment I open my mouth, the sand rushes inside.
Wait,
Do you
you
even have a mouth? How does Vera deal with this?
mask?
Perhaps
Probably.
there is some manner of filter inside that mask of hers.
Well, the mask is
Keep
really
an
good
eye
then.
on your surroundings.
Ah. Dwarves. For those of you not in the know, there was a
Stay close to
yeah,
the
you
girl
can't go
now.
too far from her. So there was a fighting game that's kind of
Vera sure is brave, isn't she?
For such a
oh wait,
minuscule
yeah, it's kind of a Fatal Fury game, but it isn't. But it is called Garou, Mark of the Dwarves. It's not called Mark of the Wolves because it was localized to Mark of the Dwarves, which is great.
Dwarves.
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 It's actually a really good game. It's a very good fighting game. It's got Terry Bogard in it. Speaking of bad English. Hey, come on! Get serious! And so forth.
Get serious.
Yeah. When they decided to do English voices for all the fighters in King of Fighters 12, they left his voice lines because they were technically in English. So everyone else has correct English and he's just going like, hey, are you okay? Bust the wolf!
Wolves!
Look out!
And it's great.
he's supposed to be like
Stay close to the girl now.
the English one,
And he's American, yes.
and he's the one with broken English.
Yes.
This girl must possess extreme patriotism. Look how she gives all for the sake of her prince.
I guess you can call that patriotism.
Guess.
Like, I wouldn't give a shit if fucking the king of Sweden was like trapped in a temple in the forest or whatever.
Actually, when you think about it, the mask have basically eyes in the back is really good against predators. Because
I suppose.
the predators will think that you will be looking at them.
Hmm.
Hence, they hesitate to jump at you from behind.
And there we go.
Oh, here.
Temple is just ahead. Oh, and one more thing. Got a map? And now you're free to go. Almost. This is as far as I can go.
Thanks for your help.
Let's see what's in the temple, and then how
Indeed.
did it know that all the way here he got lost?
There is a reason. We'll discover it as we go.
As you keep saying.
Yes. Most things do have a reason. Look at that fucking magic door.
Ooh.
Look at all these magic doors. In this, whatever this building is. These are new re-recorded vocals. This is different. Not that I mind. Should we do one room before we round off the episode? You can't go in there because the magic blocks it,
Yeah.
but you can go there. Let's see what this temple is all about.
Yes.
Puzzles?
Well, we're fucked then.
Yeah.
But I love puzzles.
The following actions are prohibited in this room. Leaping rabbit.
What was that supposed to mean?
Don't jump.
Well, try jumping. The following actions are...
What now?
Guess
Yeah.
we have to play by the rules.
So that's the gimmick.
We have to follow the rules.
But use that box up there to block the ball.
Ooh, whoa!
Yeah, they come back, the ones you
Ah,
destroy.
okay.
Use the one that you can move to
So,
like...
so you get one block there. I suggest moving it to block the... See, it comes
yeah.
back
Yeah.
very fast.
Oh god. Right. I forgot.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh, I fucking hate rules. No.
I mean, technically, every game is bound by rules.
Yeah.
You don't need to destroy them. You don't get anything for it.
I'm not even XP.
No.
Yeah, try to do that, you bastard.
So you got another movable block right there.
Okay.
I believe it is safe to grab it on the side that is facing the shooters. So like right there.
What the fuck are you doing? Lady, Kane, what the hell? You just teleported and decided to get dragged to me?
And I believe if you push it one half block more, it can block both of them.
Okay. Sweet.
Just a little, there you go.
Do in the head. Oh, there we go.
Yes. Well, you don't need to push it that close to them, as long as you can get by. I would suggest dragging this down and pushing it in front of the shooter, so you can...
Yeah.
Yeah. Your goal is to destroy that shiny block over there.
Okay.
This is a pretty good remaster of the music. I don't know what you would call it. It's like a new arrangement.
Pull the other one and then
Yeah.
you can use the
If you pull the right one, you can.
Yeah.
I really want to watch Alex McCullough's video, but I don't want. I want to finish this game. There is quite a bit of game to
Then
finish.
just beat the shit out of that one and one.
Yeah. There you go.
Bling.
Oh, Master of the Trial, it is time to devote yourself to the next rule.
That's the next room.
What a
Pick
bother.
up, Shiny.
I wonder what this prince is like.
Alright.
The man is tasked to protect his
If you jump,
You go backwards. The door that opened was right there.
Ah, okay.
Actually, stop right by this door.
The food?
That he is an incompetent fool.
So we're hearing the prince.
Did I just hear someone?
So you can go either way now. But let's round the episode off here. We'll pick the next one up right where we are.